Warning: this report contains disturbing content. The following material includes allegations and sensitive information that some viewers may find unsettling. We advise viewer discretion. New evidence has surfaced, painting a troubling picture. This includes secret recordings, offering a glimpse into private conversations and interactions. We also have voice notes, personal messages that reveal a different side to the public persona. Together, this collection of evidence reveals a hidden side of Sean "Diddy" Combs, a stark contrast to the image he has carefully cultivated. It's a world one marked by control, where power dynamics allegedly played a significant role, a world of fear, where individuals reportedly felt pressured and intimidated, and alleged criminal behavior, accusations that are now being scrutinized by law enforcement. Former staff members, speaking under condition of anonymity, describe a culture of intimidation, where silence was often enforced. They also allege illegal activity, claiming that certain actions crossed legal boundaries. These allegations have triggered a federal investigation, with authorities now delving into the claims. As the trial unfolds, the world watches, eager to understand the truth behind these accusations. It raises tough questions about celebrity power, the influence it wields, and the potential for abuse. Ultimately, it's a question of accountability, and whether fame and fortune can shield individuals from the consequences of their actions. The situation in Ukraine has reached a critical juncture. After months of intense fighting and reliance on international support, Ukraine now faces a significant setback that could alter the course of the conflict. The United States, a key provider of military aid, has announced a pause in major weapons shipments to the country. This decision, stemming from internal political debates and shifting priorities, has sent shockwaves through Kyiv and raised serious concerns among Ukraine's allies. With ammunition stockpiles dwindling rapidly and the flow of new supplies interrupted, Ukrainian military commanders are increasingly forced to make difficult and potentially devastating choices on the front lines, carefully rationing resources and prioritizing strategic objectives. The lack of adequate supplies directly impacts their ability to defend against ongoing Russian aggression. Kyiv has issued stark warnings, emphasizing that this pause in U.S. aid could embolden Russia, potentially leading to renewed offensives and further territorial gains. The Ukrainian government is urgently seeking alternative sources of support to mitigate the impact of this disruption. However, European allies are struggling to fill the gap left by the U.S., facing their own economic constraints and logistical challenges in scaling up military assistance. The question remains whether they can provide sufficient support to sustain Ukraine's defense efforts. For Ukraine, this is not merely a political or diplomatic issue. It represents an immediate and existential threat to its survival as a sovereign nation. The stakes are incredibly high, and the coming weeks will be critical in determining the future of the country. Bryan Kohberger has pleaded guilty to the murders of 4 University of Idaho students, ending months of uncertainty. The plea spares families a lengthy trial but leaves the motive unanswered. Kohberger will serve life without parole, offering some closure to a shaken community. Healing, however, will take much longer. Donald Trump's major budget bill nears a final vote, but deep divisions threaten its passage. Fiscal conservatives demand deeper cuts, while moderates worry about backlash over slashed programs. Democrats oppose the bill, citing risks to healthcare and Social Security. The outcome hinges on party leaders brokering a last-minute compromise. Emma Raducanu's Wimbledon run has reignited her career, thrilling fans and silencing critics. Her latest win sets up a high-stakes clash with world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka. Raducanu's resurgence is about more than just victories. It's a return to elite form. All eyes are on her next match. The British and Irish Lions are finalizing their test team after intense competition and injuries. Key positions, especially fly half and back row, remain hotly contested. Every training session now counts as coaches seek the perfect lineup. The upcoming team announcement will reveal their strategy for a historic series. Farmers in British Columbia have suffered a record $457 million loss, the worst in Canadian history. Extreme weather and soaring costs have devastated crops and livestock. Farming groups are urgently calling for government aid to protect food security. Without support, many fear a wave of farm closures across the province. These stories are still unfolding, shaping lives and futures. From legal battles to war zones, political showdowns to personal triumphs, we'll keep tracking every update. Staying informed is vital. Your engagement matters. For more on these stories, follow us. Thanks for watching.